on this computer. Hello, hello. Okay, since you guys are all insane, I'm gonna come on here. Courtney's in here with me. And I'm gonna take you guys through just a whole bunch of information. I'm probably gonna miss some shit. I'm probably gonna fuck up multiple times. We're gonna have a lot of questions. So just hit me back with the questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna share a screen here and we're gonna go over a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna go through the events first, okay? I think I fixed all of them. Deadlift for reps. Okay. You'll have 90 seconds. You literally will be facing your partner. Okay. But I must add, we're going to have, and I'll figure out these times, Friday night before the event, as well as Saturday morning before the event, you will have to come weigh in so that we know what to set your deadlift bar up to. When you come in to weigh in, you have to let me know if you are scaling the event. If one of you scales, you both have to scale. So for example, if Courtney could do 1.2 times her body weight on a deadlift, whoop, whoop, but I could not, that means that Courtney would then have to scale to her body weight. Okay. Oh. If, let's say you weigh, because this happened to Courtney and I at Fitness Wars, I weighed like 153. So I actually had to, round up to 155 pounds. So just understand that. Okay, so you have 90 seconds. You will face your partner, okay? You will deadlift 1.2 times your body weight as many times as possible in that 90 seconds, okay? You're allowed to take breaks. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You have 90 seconds to get as many deadlifts in. Each deadlift counts only if the bar, not the bar, but the bumper plates touch the ground and you lock out at the top, okay? All a lockout means is, God, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. Literally, a lockout just means when you're here, you come to a fully extended position. You can't keep hinged. So you have to lock out straight, not hyperextend, but lock out straight, okay? So that's that one, okay? You literally go at the same time as your partner. You face them. I posted a picture of this, and I actually have a video of me and Courtney doing it too, if you want to know what that looks like. The reason you do this, it's cool because then you and your partner can kind of not challenge each other, but encourage each other to like keep going up or keep, doing your deadlifts, whatever. Okay, next one. And these are not in any particular order, okay? Squat for reps. Squat is 135 pounds. There's no time limit. You're gonna squat as many times as you can. It only counts if you get parallel to the ground, okay? I do know that Coach Jackie has been coming around and literally slipping a box under people's asses in order for them to make sure that they're getting low enough so it's parallel to the ground. Otherwise, it doesn't count. It's not timed, so that means that you're allotted a 5-second pause at the top. You cannot rack the bar during those 5 seconds. But what that means is if I'm down and I come straight back up, if I need to catch my breath, you're allowed 5 seconds. The judge will literally count you down and be like 1, 2, 3. Like then you have to go. Otherwise, if it's over 5 seconds, you're done with your reps. Okay. Again, your squat must be parallel to the ground. You must lock out at the top. Okay. You cannot rack the bar in between your reps or anything. I don't have this on here, but I do have it at the top. The scale for this is 115 pounds. Okay. So again, if you scale, your partner has to scale. Okay. So you want to be focusing on 135 pounds, as many reps as you can. Next event, sandbag overs. This one's self-explanatory, guys. With your partner, you have 2 minutes to throw the 50-pound sandbag over your shoulder as many times as possible. It doesn't have to go over a line, doesn't have to do anything. It just has to make sure that it goes over your shoulder, your head, your whatever, that has to go over this part of your body.
This part? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And you get as many as that you possibly can. You can throw it over however the fuck you want, okay? Cool. Next, bike thrust or AMRAP. Guys, one of you will go at a time. There will be 2 bikes set up, okay? One bike will be at resistance 7. The other bike will be at resistance 12. So I'm just going to use me and Courtney, for example. This takes strategy too, right? So like if I'm going to have Courtney go first or I'm going to go first. So let's say Courtney's on the bike. She has to sit, which is, yes, seated on resistance 7. All the bikes will be calibrated, so don't worry, okay? Yes, they will all be fucking calibrated. Half a mile. Then she's going to get off the bike. She's going to go do 10 reps of thrusters. The only requirement for your thruster is that you get parallel to the ground, okay? And then you lock out at the top, okay? What you do with your weights during your squat, I don't really fucking care what you do. Use a strategy to figure out how to do that, okay? After Courtney did her Oh, I changed it too, you guys. It's not 35 pounds anymore. You're fucking welcome. It's 30. I've decided you have to have 30 pounds in each hand instead of 35. So please remember that. After she did her 10 thruster, she's going to get back on the bike, the second bike that's already at resistance 12. And she is going to stand the entire time until she gets half a mile. Then she's going to get off, and then it would be my turn to go. Okay. During that time that Courtney's doing her standing is probably the time that I should figure out how to change the bike seating, especially if we're not the same height, in order for me, like I would actually be like, when she's at like 0.3, I would get on my fucking bike and have it all set up. That way, when she gets off and both of her feet touch the ground, I fucking go. Okay. You just can't pedal, right? So you can sit on the fucking bike. You just can't pedal. This one is for time. Okay. So the person, the team that gets it done in the least amount of time is the winner for that event. Okay. And we'll talk about the points here in a little bit. The time cap for this is 10 minutes total. Okay. So if, let's say one of us goes slow as fuck or whatever, or we can't get it done in that 10 minutes, then literally the judge will say, you're done. It happened to me and Courtney at least once on, like, for sure on our farmer carry one that we had to do. And the sled too, we didn't make time. And so they just cut us off. Like we didn't get to finish the event. The scale for this is 20-pound dumbbells. Okay. So the non-scale is 30 pounds. The scale is 20 pounds. Great. Moving on. Okay. Burpee sled ladder. Guys, you saw the little, yellow tape out here. This is what this is. So you push the sled that has 80 pounds on it past the first marker. The entire sled has to go past that first marker. Then you complete a burpee. Then you use the bottom bar to push it back like that, to push it back to the end. Then you have to do a burpee and the chest has to go to the ground. If you want to do a push-up, fine. It sounds really fucking horrible. Just chest to the ground, then get up, push it past the second marker, do a burpee, chest to ground, then low bar all the way back. Then you do it again, back, and then your partner goes. Okay. The time cap for this one is 5 minutes. Again, the winner of this event, first, second, third, or whatever, is the team that gets it done in the least amount of time. So this one is for time again. All right, next. And again, if you didn't hit the 5 minute, if it's over 5 minutes, then your team is fucking cut off. Next. Farmer carry. This is one that people are confused on, which I understand. Okay. So the farmer carry is the trap bar. Okay. That's located in the back. We actually have 2 of them. You're going to put 35 pounds on each side. So it's a total of 115 pounds, which you guys can all do. Okay. So what's going to happen if me and Courtney were partners, I would start farmer carry. Courtney would then be doing box overs on a 20 inch box.
20 foot, you get on
20-foot box on a 20-inch box. Okay. Let me go show you. Steph's out here jamming with the client, but it's this box. This box. You can't see it because I always have my background blurred, but it's that box. Guys, on your box overs, both feet, I don't give a fuck if you jump or step. Both feet have to touch the top of the box. Then to get to the other side, both feet have to touch the ground. You cannot use your hands or it doesn't count. Okay. So I'm going to farmer carry all the way to the end of the turf and back while Courtney is doing box overs. Then we're going to switch. This has 2 different points systems. So the team that gets the most box overs, this is where strategy comes in, like huge fucking strategy. The team that gets the most box overs is the winner of the box overs. Okay. So this is like a dual event. The team that gets the event done in the least amount of time is also the winner of that event. Okay. So it's like 2 events in one. You get points for both of these. So I know some of you are confused. This is where you need to strategize. Is my partner really good at fucking box overs? So are we going to win that one if I farmer carry slower? I don't fucking know. Okay. You guys have to figure that out. So you farmer carry down and back the turf while your partner's doing box overs, and then you switch. Okay. There is no scale for this. Okay. No scale at all. All right. Is that the fuck, dude? That's the last one. Am I missing one?
Well, there's one, but we haven't.
Oh yeah, the last one, don't worry, it's not physical, it's completely mental. It's communication / brain game with your partner. So that'll be the last event. Again, these were not in order. I will be sending out the order of events the week of Christmas, so you guys can practice those. Now, let's go talk about points here. Very simple, guys. This point system is well, let's do frequently asked questions. I'm sure there's going to be more, but these are some that I have heard. Can you wear a belt? Yes, you can wear a belt for any event. Okay. Which for your squats and deadlifts, I would actually recommend that, just because your body's fatigued and it protects your core, because you're going to forget to brace your fucking core. Let's just be honest. Can you wear wrist straps? You cannot wear wrist straps, but you can wear gloves. No wrist straps, because that's actually cheating, because yeah, anyway. But you can wear gloves. And how much time do I rest between events? We don't fucking know. It depends, right? So for example, the deadlift event, there's going to be like 4 teams going at one time. So you're going to have less rest between that event and the next event. That, you know, the farmer carry, 2 teams are going to go at one time. The bikes, 2 teams are going at one time. The squats, 2 teams are going at one time.
Farmer carry.
No, I said farmer carries 2. Sandbags, obviously 1 team at one time, and sled 1 team at one time. So that is like, unfortunately, you just don't fucking know. It depends on how fast the events go through. And then there was another question that fucking came up that just made me think of that. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here's the pointing. It's really fucking simple, guys. Each event, first place gets 100 points. So for the squats, let's say, and this is where strategy comes in as well, where you need to, this was the thing. If you're the first person to sign up for the event, I have a list of that, like actually sign up for Tougher Games. You basically will be able to choose your place in line. Okay, cool. So this is where strategy comes in as well, because let's say that me and Courtney got fucking total, we got 25 squats together as a team. Well, let's say Whitney's team is going next, and all they have to do is beat 25. Okay. All they have to do is beat 25. So even if they could get more, you're not going to get extra fucking points. You just need to beat that person. Okay. That's why the order in which you are participating is also a strategy on when do you want to go? Do you want to go first, second, whatever? So this is how they're listed. Now, if you scale, for example, if Court and I scale our squat, and let's say we pump out 30 squats, it doesn't really matter. We are still we still get knocked down to the bottom. Let's say 5 teams scaled. Well, then the highest points that we could get is between 55 and 80. So there's basically like a bracket for scaled events. Let's say we got the highest squats in our scaled event, then we'd be at the highest of the bottom, if that makes sense. Okay. And the same thing so then the squat would be as many squats. The deadlift would be how many deadlifts you get. The other ones, a lot of them are for time. So it's the least amount of time that it took you. And then this is how you get the points. I will tell you that throughout the competition, you are not going to be able to ask in what place you are. Okay. You're going to have to keep track of that yourself. If you watch other teams, things like that, like this is as much physical as it is strategy and you communicating with your partner. That's kind of the cool part about it. That's like the unknown about it. That's the fun part about it. So yeah, this should all make sense. Okay. Again, I'll be posting when you guys will have 2 different times to come weigh in, because you'll have to do that for deadlifts, and it'll either be in the morning, probably from between 7 and 8 in the morning, or Friday night between like 5 and 6 or something like that. Another question was food. I'm going to send you guys something, hopefully if I can get it done, but basically you're not going to want to eat huge fucking meals. Okay. Like that's the least thing that you're going to want to do. You're going to be wanting to have quick carbs. So unfortunately, yeah, that's going to be things like Gatorade, like candy, like Prime, like things that are going to get like quickly absorbed into your system so that you can perform for your next event. Which is a lot of like shitty foods. We did take like some, like we have like a meat and cheese tray. We did have some like Oreos, things like that, but you're not going to be able to like, don't bring like the Jimmy John sandwich. Okay. Because you're not fucking eating that shit before in between your events. It's just not going to happen. The event, again, I don't know when it's going to be done. It kind of depends on how fast the events go. Right. Maybe everyone pushes that sled like super fucking fast and then we move on to our next event. So it could be anywhere from like noon until fucking 3. I don't really know. The event starts at 8 o'clock. Okay. You'll be able to like bring a cooler, things like that in here. I do know that Lotus Drinks will be here. I don't know exactly what time they're going to be here. Hannah Keitel is going to be here as our athletic trainer. That way, if like you have a slight injury or something like that, like she can check it out if she needs like wrap something. I don't know, like accidents happen. You guys, I'm not like trying to terrify you. You're going to get hurt, but like you guys could get hurt in the fucking gym right now. But yeah, so she will be here with us. We will have judges. Shannon's going to be here, I believe, doing chair massages, and it's going to be like $1 a minute. So you can go see her like in between your events. And the reason it's $1 a minute is because, again, you don't know how long you have to recover. So that's why she's going to be here. Oh, and then Ash and Kristen's cold brew. So those are things that we have here currently right now that will be going on at the event. The event will be held at our studio that we have right now. There'll be plenty of places for you guys to put your cooler, put your drinks, like all of that stuff. But yeah, you're going to need to bring a cooler because our fridge isn't big enough to hold your shit. So bring a cooler. I think that's really it. But if you guys have questions, let me know.
Did you tell them to get here early so they can like stretch and shit?
Yeah, you guys should get here early. Like I'd get here like 7:30. So you guys can like warm up, stretch, like do all of those things, get like acquainted, go look at like how shit's set up, like all of that stuff. Okay. If you guys have questions, let me know. Please don't forget to sign up for your semi. I have like 3 or 4 teams that have already signed up for that. My schedule is kind of crazy in November and December. So you want to get signed up. I did put weekend times on there that I can come and train with you. And I'll reach out to you and your team and ask you like, is there a specific event you want to work on? Is there an issue that you're having with one of the events? Do you want to run through all of the events? Like things like that. If you don't book that, that's kind of on you. It's no more money. It's literally it's part of your fee. There will be medals at the end. There's gonna be no participation awards. There will be gold, silver, and bronze medals given to you. You can wear those around town. You will also receive a t-shirt. However, like you can wear that t-shirt the day of, but like me and Courtney, well, we didn't get shirts made, but many of the teams, we wore our Empower shirt. Many of the teams got like their own shirts made. You don't have to do this, but they got their shirts made with like their team name on it. That was pretty dope. You can dress, you can just do whatever, like wear matching. I already know Heather and Janelle are just going to like wear fucking tutus or something while they're doing this because that's how they're going to dress up. So you guys do you, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun. Everyone's going to encourage everyone. If you guys have questions or concerns, please reach out. I've talked to numerous people that have signed up for this and kind of like calm their nerves once they kind of understood a little bit more of what's going to happen. And I hope this video helps you guys as well, kind of calm you down. But yeah, you guys do need to train, right? Oh, this is what I was going to say. So, I would say like 3 weeks out would be the week of I would say like the week of December 4th or 11th. When you guys come to lift class, you do the events. So what I mean by that is on squat day, I would actually set my bar to 135 pounds and I would squat as many times as I could and then rack it and keep track of that. Because then if I meet with my partner, Courtney, on the weekend, then we actually like, that's not an event that we really have to practice because I utilize my time at the gym and I can focus on the endurance events. And then the deadlift day. Yeah. So figure out if you and your partner are scaling or not, right? You guys need to fucking figure that out. So you know how to train and then set your, like when the coach says you have 3.5 minutes and you're doing 12 reps or whatever, fuck what the coach says at that point in time. You set your clock or your timer on your phone to 90 seconds and try to deadlift as many times as you can and mark that. Okay. That is one way that you can kind of train within the lift classes as well. I wouldn't start doing that right now. I would still build up your strength and then focus on that probably like 2 to 3 weeks out, because then it's like all event. You guys, your nutrition is also like so fucking important right now. You have to be getting enough protein. You have to be getting carbs. I talk a lot about the triangle awareness if you guys talk to me ever in person. And so the triangle awareness is there's aesthetics, there's performance, and there's longevity. Your goal right now is not aesthetics. Okay. Your goal is to just get jacked as fuck. And literally it's performance. So you need a fuckload of protein. You need a lot of carbs. You need your fats. You need your water. You need to be recovering as well. Okay. So you have to be paying attention to your body right now. That doesn't mean train 7 fucking days a week. Like maybe that means you only take lift 3 days a week in one cardio class, or maybe that means that you're only taking 2 lift classes and a couple endurance. I don't know what you need to be working on. If you do only take lift 2 days a week, I would definitely recommend the Monday and the Friday, because that's when you're going to squat and that's when you're going to deadlift. So those are the days that I would definitely prioritize. All right. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know and I will give you answers.